Module 1.7, Unit 1, Print Formatting. In previous lessons, we learned about print concatenation using strings. That's where you can add a string to another string for a single output using the plus sign, but this does not work with different types of strings. So we're going to use the comma method to combine strings. Watch the video for more information. Please run the examples to see the output. In this case, we have a variable called name. We assign Colette to a variable called name, and we output print plus the variable plus an exclamation point, so we get hello Colette. And then we use the comma separated method, so we get hello to, comma, the variable name, who is from the city. And again, it replaces the variable with Colette. This one task asks you to output 3 strings using the comma method. So we have string 1, string 2, and string 3. We get one output with those variables. Notice there's no quotes. The quotes are stripped off. Watch the video for more information about printing with strings and numbers. We're going to use the print function with comma separation to combine 2 numbers and 2 strings, because the combination separation can mix numbers and strings without a type error. So in this case, we will pick you up at, and then the number 6 for the party. We should get that as one output. Again, you can't mix numbers and strings, so you have to comma separate them. Number of errors is 0. So we have an integer of 14, which is hard-coded, combined with strings with a variable number of errors, and we get 14 and 0 in our output. Use the print function comma separation to combine 2 numbers and 2 strings. So we just choose the number 1, comma, a string that says number 1, comma 2, which is a number, and then string or second number, which is 3. With comma separation, it takes care of having spaces between the 2 values. Task number 3, comma separated mixing strings and variables. So we have an input statement this time. So we're going to get input from the user and store it in string. We also have our prompt that says that we nicely ask them our question. So we're going to run it. It should say enter the street name and then enter the street number and then print the street you entered and then whatever we typed in for street and the street number you entered and whatever we typed in for street number. So 0 and 9800. I know I spelled 0 wrong, but that's okay. And it will output that information in the print statement. Task number 4. Display text made from combining variables literal string and a number. So we actually have a variable that's a number, a variable that's a string, and with comma separation, we're able to put a label, the variable value, another label, and then the variable value. So we should get variable number 1 is equal to 10, and the variable number 2, or variable string 1, is equal to string 1. And that is our output. Okay, and this time task number 5, we're going to set up a reminder for training. The output should be reminder training is scheduled for, and it's going to have a time that we input, a person that we input, and the number of attendees. So here's our variables, and then we're going to hard code the minutes early. Okay, so we have our input for owner, we have our number of people, we have the training time, we hard code the minutes, and then in the print statement, which can wrap around to different lines, has strings and the variables that we input. So we're going to run that. It's going to ask us the owner name, and we're going to say Bill Gates. The number of people is 10. And what time is it? 4 o'clock p.m. And our output should say, remember the training is scheduled at, I have an error there, so let's go fix that. Okay, so let's run that. And we get Bill Gates. The number of people is 10. 4 p.m. Training is scheduled for 4 p.m. for the Bill Gates group of 10 attendees. Please arrive 10 minutes early for the first class. Pause each of these if you need to enter the code.